I need a sample space if I'm tossing 2 coins at a time. 2 coins.
Head, 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 tail, tail,
Yes.
head, tail,
Head, head,
tail,
head, head,
head,
head,
tail,
tail, tail,
tail,
head,
head,
and
tail, tail.
tail, tail. Is it? This is a sample space if I'm tossing 2 coins at a time. Getting? Good. Now observe here. Earlier it was a collection of just a single alphabet. Now it is a collection of pairs of alphabet. So it's totally okay. Sample space we are gonna label with capital S. And with the similar fashion, if I'm gonna toss 3 coins at a time, then the sample space will contain triplets, head, 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 then after H, HT, HTT, blah, 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 up to TTT. So this is our sample space. If I'm tossing 3 coins or if I'm tossing coin thrice, it's okay. One more thing I would like to add over here in the sample space, order doesn't matter. I'd mention H, then after T, it's totally fine. If someone is gonna represent this sample space as T comma H, first he or she would like to add T then H, it's totally okay. So here order doesn't matter. What we need to take care, we just need to take care about that we had covered all the possible outcomes related to that experiment. Here tossing a coin is an experiment. This set is known as a sample space. Okay. Here rolling a die, is an experiment. And regarding to that experiment, this is a sample space. This is a sample space, sorry. Now, one of you will help me to write down a sample space, capital S, if I'm gonna roll a pair of dice. If I'm rolling a pair of dice, then a sample space will be question mark. And this question is for CR, Meghna. Yes, Meghna?
Sir. Sir, it will be 1, 2,
1, 2,
1, 3,
1, 2, 1, 3,
1, 4,
1, 4.
1,
सर
5.
1-1 होगा ना?
Beta, what about 1, 1?
Yes,
वन
sir.
वन
1.
भी होगा.
Yes, correct. 1, 1 भी होगा. So क्या होगा देखो Meghna, you are absolutely correct, beta. Thank you very much.
Okay.
That will contain 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, 1, 6, 1, 5. Then after 1, 6. Then वो 2 से start होगा 2, 1, 2, 2 up to 2, 6, 3, 1, 3, 2 up to 3, 6, and last element will be 6, 6. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Good.
Yes, sir.
So this sample space will contain total 36 numbers of in between the lecture. Kindly put your mic in mute mode, please. Okay, so it will not create any disturbance. Okay, good. So we are talking about a sample space if I'm rolling a pair of dice, and this will be the sample space 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3 up to 6, 1, 6, 2, 6, 3 up to 6, 6. Okay, so this sample space will contain 36 pairs. Is it 36 ordered pair? ये order doesn't matter. मैंने 1,2 पहले लिखा है या 6,6 पहले लिखा है. That order doesn't matter. But the order in this particular pair, 1,2 and 2,1, both are different. So take care for that. So this is basic about sample space. Let me move ahead. What is event? Event is actually the subset of experiment. From the experiment, we will identify our events. If I'm rolling a die, that is my experiment. Then getting an even number or getting an odd number, that will be my event. We can label that particular as event. Now let's observe here. what it says, the set of favorable outcomes, the set of favorable outcomes of an experiment is called an event. How to decide favorable outcomes? That depends on the definition of our event, in which way we had defined our event. Okay, suppose tossing a coin is an experiment and I'm looking to get a head. To win the toss, I need head. Then that particular event I can label with one of the alphabet. Right now I'm labeling that particular as a E. So experiment and event, both these are a little bit different. Take care for that. Event is always a subset of experiment. Let me take you one more example. Suppose our example is rolling a die. I'm rolling a die, and suppose I'm playing a Ludo and I need 205 to kill the opponent's token. Then what will be my favorable outcome? Either 205. So if I'm going to label that particular with F, then F will be known for event as an event for me. And क्या ख्याल रखना है बस यही, event set is always subset of sample space. If I'm rolling a die, then my sample space will contain 1, 2, 3 up to 6. That will be my sample space. And this particular, if I'm going to label this particular as an event, then you can easily observe that this set F is a subset of capital S. Is it? So always just take care, event is always a subset of a experiment. That means अगर set की बात करें तो event set है वो हमारे सब sample space का subset ही होगा. Okay. Now, the two very important concepts I would like to introduce, that is mutually exclusive and exhaustive events. First of all, let me take you for the mutually exclusive event. And before explaining from my side, I like that once you go through this definition, and if you can explain this, then I will be happy. So I'm just giving you 2-minute time. Just read this particular definition. All these things you have already studied in your 12th, so it is not new for you guys. I think 60-70% students will be comfortable with this particular. So I'm giving you just 1 minute time. Read this. I just provided the definition on the screen. What I'm in need, I need one of the example from your side to explain this definition, mutually exclusive event. So your time start now. I'm just giving you 1 minute. Yes. So can anyone is able to give me one of the example related to mutually exclusive event, or able to explain this
So
particular.
yes, sir, coming out.
Wait, who is that? Aditya Jain. Yes. Yes, Aditya.
So, like, if you take example of directions, north, south, west, east,
Okay.
then like we will only move in one direction, right? We won't be able to move in all the directions. So it is exclusively for the one direction. So like we can't move in all the directions. So it is exclusive event. I am just guessing.
Okay. Anyone else?
So
Anyone
tossing
else?
of a coin. Tossing of a
Perfect.
coin, like we cannot have heads and tails simultaneously. Those
Good.
events that cannot occur simultaneously are mutually exclusive.
Good. Can you give me one more example?
Sir,
Except the tossing of coin.
pass and fail. Pass
That's
and
good.
fail. Coming result is a pass and fail. Both can't occur simultaneously. So uh, we can take it as a mutually exclusive events.
Exclusive event. Yes, yes, you are correct.
So we can take example of cards like getting a red card and a club card together.
You are also correct,
First,
Bhavdev. Good. Anyone else? Anyone else?
So throwing a dice with
Arpit.
Oga.
Perfect. Throwing a dice. Okay. Now, let me discuss with Arpit. Arpit, as you said that throwing a
Yes.
dice, is it? Let us consider throwing
Yes,
a dice is our experiment. That is our random experiment. Okay. Now we need to identify two events, two or three events which we are going to label both that events are mutually exclusive. Is it? So throwing a dice is our event. Can you help me to identify two events, at least two events from that experiment? Are you getting me properly? Am I meaningful, Arpit?
So can you repeat it?
Okay, okay, देखो. We are considering throwing a dice is our experiment. हम एक dice throw कर रहे हैं. That is our experiment. Now, what we need to identify? We need to identify two events. देखिए आपको ध्यान क्या रखना है? Experiment और event से दोनों अलग है. Events are always a subset of experiment, as I just explained before 2 or 3 slides. Is it? So throwing a die will be considered as our experiment. Now, in that experiment, we need to identify at least two events. At least दो event हमको identify करनी है उस experiment में से जिसको हम बोल सके कि भाई ये दोनों event mutually exclusive हैं. Can you identify that, Arpit?
Sir, so getting a number greater than 4 and less than 4.
Getting a number greater than 4, less than 4.
And less than or
Getting
equal to 4.
Greater than 4, and second, less than or equal to 4.
Equal to 4.
Perfect. Exactly.
Maybe sir, odd number and even number, like
Yes,
that.
Priyanshu, there you are. Absolutely correct. So what वो भी correct ही था अर्पित, आपने जो बोला वो भी सही था बेटा, but
Thank
the
you.
example I was in view that given by Priyanshu. So if I'm tossing a coin, sorry, if I'm throwing a die, that is my random experiment. Now I'm identifying two different events. Event A, getting an odd number. Event B, getting an even number. देखिए डेफिनेशन के ऊपर हम बाद में जाएंगे, पहले देखिए क्या होगा. Suppose, yes, our experiment is tossing a coin, tossing a dice. Okay. In such a case, our sample space will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. This will be my sample space for that particular experiment. Now, among this random experiment, we need to identify two different events. I'm labeling that particular as A and B. I'm labeling A as getting an odd number, odd numbers. Event B, getting even number. Now observe, both these events, A and B. Getting an odd number for that particular, my favorable cases will be, इसके favorable cases क्या हो सकते हैं? 1, 3 and 5. Is it? From this, getting an even number, our favorable cases will be 2, 4 and 6. So now observe this definition. If A and B are n events, then if A intersection B is null set, then A and B are mutually exclusive events. In this case, A and B both are having none of the element common. So intersection of sample space related to A and sample space related to B will be an empty set, null set. So we can say that both that events are mutually exclusive. One of the example given by one of the students, that getting an in throwing a dice, getting a number greater than 4 and less than 4, just greater than 4, less than 4, अगर उन दोनों को अगर हम as a event list out करें, event E getting a number greater than 4 में क्या आएगा 5,6, event F getting a number less than 4 में क्या आएगा 1, 2, 3 only. Now both these events are also mutually exclusive. Take care. For mutually exclusive event, what we need to take care? We need to take care that the sample space of both that event must be null set. Okay. So as per the definition, the set of events are called mutually exclusive if the occurrence of all the output cannot occur together. Or in other words, if A and B are any events, then A intersection B is null set, then A and B are mutually exclusive events. In this case, E and F both are mutually exclusive. And in this case, A and B are also mutually exclusive. और एक ध्यान ये भी रखिए, the union of both this A union B gives you sample space, Hall sample space S, but E union F will not take you to Hall sample space S. For that, let me move for the next definition, that is exhaustive events. Once again, read this definition. Let S be any sample space regarding to one of the random experiment, and A and B are two events of S such that A union B is the whole sample space, then A and B are said to be exhaustive events. In earlier definition, the requirement was A intersection B must be null set. Now the requirement is A union B should be complete sample space S. If this condition gonna hold, then both that event is known as exhaustive events. Now, can you give me one of the example of exhaustive events? Priyank Siani.
Yes, sir.
Can you give me one experiment, and regarding to that experiment, we need at least two events, such that we can label both that events are exhaustive events.
So, 1 minute, sir. I think of that. Sir, I don't get it.
Okay. Priyank,
Yes, sir.
आपको अगली डेफिनेशन, पिछली डेफिनेशन में पता चला?
हाँ, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
कौन सी दो इवेंट को हम म्यूचुअली एक्सक्लूसिव इवेंट्स कह सकते हैं, ये बता दीजिए जल्दी से.
इंटरसेक्शन में नल सेट आएगा, उसको मतलब हम कोई भी एक डाइस रोल करते हैं, उसमें इवन और ओड नंबर आते हैं, तो मतलब वो हो सकता है. दोनों में सेम नहीं होना चाहिए.
Correct. Intersection must be null set, is it? Now what we need in exhaustive events, that
दोनों में सेम होना चाहिए.
नहीं, not same. अगर सेम है तो भी इश्यू नहीं है, बट दोनों का यूनियन अगर पूरा सैंपल स्पेस निकले, A union B is the whole sample space, then we can say both that events are exhaustive events. अब let me take you to the previous slide. यहाँ पे देखिए आप, observe here.
Yes.
A and B. This A and B.
Hmm.
This A and B. Is it?
Yes, sir.
The sample space favorable cases related to A is 135. Sample space related to B is 246. Is okay.
Yes, sir.
Intersection
Yeah.
तो null set है ये. अगर
Yes.
if we are going for the union of A and B, if we
Yeah,
are going
okay,
for
sir.
the union of A and B, then
It's simple.
क्या होगा?
Simple space.
It will be the whole sample space S, is it?
Yes, sir.
So these events, getting an odd number and getting an even number, both these events are mutually exclusive as well as exhaustive also.
Exhaustive, yes.
ये जो
Yes.
दो इवेंट है वो एक्सक्लूसिव भी है और एग्जॉस्टिव भी है. अब यहाँ पे रहिए, ये बताइए क्या ये दो इवेंट क्या
No,
इन
sir.
दोनों का मैं यूनियन करूं तो पूरा सैंपल स्पेस आएगा कि नहीं आएगा?
नहीं आएगा सर. 4
Four will be
बचना
missing,
मतलब
is it?
4 नहीं आएगा.
Yes. So both these events will not gonna act as a exhaustive events, but these events are exclusive events. So this was the story related to exhaustive and exclusive events, and we guys are interested mostly in mutually exclusive and exhaustive events. हम ऐसे इवेंट से ज्यादातर ऐसे इवेंट के लिए ज्यादातर बात करेंगे जो म्यूचुअली एक्सक्लूसिव भी हो और एग्जॉस्टिव भी हो. So rolling a die and getting an even number, odd number, both these events A and B are mutually exclusive as well as exhaustive events. Can any of you is able to give me one more example of exclusive as well as exhaustive events? एक ऐसा एग्जाम्पल क्या आप दे सकते हैं जिसमें इवेंट्स जो है वो एक्सक्लूसिव भी है और एग्जॉस्टिव भी है, जैसे कि ये ए और बी गेटिंग ऑड नंबर गेटिंग इवन नंबर, ये जो इवेंट्स हमने डिफाइन की वो एक्सक्लूसिव भी है एग्जॉस्टिव भी है. ऐसा क्या कोई एक और एग्जांपल आप दे सकते हैं मुझे? गिविंग यू 1 minute.
The tossing of a coin.
Tossing of a coin, exactly correct. Getting a head, event A. Getting tail, event B. A intersection B will be null set and A union B will give you the whole sample space. H comma T. Absolutely correct. Thank you very much. So hopefully you are clear about this exhaustive and exclusive events. If there is any query, then please raise your hand or feel free to talk with me right now. I'm waiting for 5 to 10 seconds. If you are having any issue related to exclusive and exhaustive events, then please.
Sir, can an event be
Who is talking?
both exclusive and exhaustive?
Yes,
Inclusive, sorry, both
yes, it's possible, beta. That's
Oh.
what we had just discussed.
is
This event A and B,
Okay,
this is
so
mutually exclusive.
is getting power or fail is both mutually exclusive and
Mm, yes.
exhaustive.
That event is also mutually, that events are also
Okay.
mutually exclusive and exhaustive. You are correct. Any other question from your side?
Okay.
Okay,
No. Thank you.
so moving further. Good. Equally likely events. The next definition is equally likely events. It's very, very easy, basic. Equally likely events are those events which have an equal chances of occurring. Equal chances of occurring. When I'm tossing a coin, chance of head, chance of getting a head, chance of getting tail, both are equal. 50% chances are there. If I'm rolling a die, chances of getting 1, 2, or 3, or 6, all are equal. All the chances, all that probabilities will be 1 by 6. So all such events whose chances of occurrence are equal, such events are known as equally likely events. Okay. Independent events. Now, the events are said to be independent if the happening of one of the event does not depend upon happening or non-happening of the other event. Or in simple word, the events are said to be independent if the result of second event is not affected by the result of first event. If the result of second event is affected by the result of first event, then such events are known as a dependent event. Otherwise, it is known as a independent event. Now, for this independent dependent event, that concept is connected with overlapping and disjoint sets. We'll take you towards that also, but अभी के लिए, can we have one of the example of independent events using this particular simple definition?
Sunrise or sunset, sir?
Sunrises and sunsets.
Sunset.
Okay. Any other?
Maybe.
Not actually.
So whatever we have seen until yet, all of those are independent events, na sir?
That's good. Perfect answer. Yes. Good. अब तक हमने जो भी एग्जांपल्स दिए सारे इंडिपेंडेंट इवेंट्स के ही थे. You are correct. Thank you, beta. And such as a complementary set. Let's studied set theory in our high schools as well as in our 12th, and we are quite aware about the complement set in such a way that complementary event we are going to define if as is our sample space and A is our event, then A dash, that event will be known as a complementary event. This particular will be the notation of complementary event, and the sample space of A dash will contain S minus A. If I'm throwing a die and event A is getting an even number, then the sample space will have values 2, 4, 6, and the rest of the values of sample space 1, 3, 5, that event will be known as a complementary event for that event A. So it is very, very basic, quite easy to get. As a complementary set, we are defining complementary event, and the notation for the complementary event is A dash. Now we are going to define probability. Now we are ready to take the definition of probability. But before going for that particular, we need to have some of the basic concept that the value of probability is will be minimum 0. Maximum it can be 1. It can't greater than 1, और तो 0 से कम नहीं हो सकती. Probability of an event, any of the event, right now I have just labeled it as a E. Probability of an event is actually a measure assigned to an event. Probability is actually the measure which we are assigning to an event. It is denoted by P of that particular. P के अंदर bracket में जो हम लिखेंगे P of E, because I had labeled my event as E. If I'm going to label my event as a E, then I need to have the notation P of A. So here it is. If my event is A, then probability of that event will be labeled as P of A. Right now I'm labeling my event as E, so it will be denoted by P of E. Good. And its value will lies between 0 to 1 only. If any of the probability is 0, that means that event is impossible event. If probability of occurring of any event is 1, that means that event is certain event. It measures the possibility of occurrence of an event. So probability just measure the possibility of occurrence of that particular event E. Okay. Now let's go for its mathematical definition. We all know that, as we had just observed in that video also previously, that probabilities formula is variable outcome divided by total number of outcomes. So let me take you towards that. Yes, probability of any event A. Mathematically, we can calculate using this formula. P of A is equals to number of variable cases, number of variable outcomes or the favorable case is divided by total number of outcomes. So, and we are habituated to label that particular as m divided by n, and as we just discussed that the value of this probability will be between 0 to 1, and here it's worth to note that probability of any event and its complementary event, if A is an event, A dash will be its complementary event, and addition of both that probability will always leads to 1. And if P of A is 0, probability of any event is 0, then that means A is an impossible event, or in other words, A does not occur, वो event occur नहीं होगी, तभी उसकी probability 0 है. So after getting this particular definition of probability, let's have some of the basic examples. Okay, theorems on probability, let's इसको हम hold पे रखते हैं अभी. Let's go for some of the basic examples. Now, I need your contribution in this. This is our example 1. A fair dice is thrown. Then what is the probability of getting, first question, at least 4, second, at most 4. Now, what you are supposed to do over here, I'm giving you 2 minutes time. It's very, very basic question. It belongs to our 10th standard, I can say. And I'm giving you 2 minutes. Then after randomly, I will choose one of the
Sir, answer of 1 is 1 by 2.
Beta, let's give time to
And answer of 2 is at most
अरे रुको भाई,
5 by
बोल रहा है.
6.
अरे
5 by
रुको
6.
देखो रुको वो बोला देखो रुको सर कुछ बोल रहे. Okay, you're good with probability, it's fine beta. Randomly I will choose one student after 2 minutes and we'll discuss with them. Okay, so I'm gonna mute myself and will unmute in 2 minutes. Okay, so who will help me? Isha Dadania, will you help me beta for this question? Isha, kindly unmute your mic beta. Isha, are you there? Yes, you are here beta.
Yes, sir.
You recently joined, is it?
Yes, sir. वो
Got you.
नेटवर्क नहीं आ रहा था थोड़ी देर के लिए इसलिए.
Oh, कोई बात नहीं. Take care next time, okay? Are you able to solve this question for me?
Yes, sir. So first का maybe answer 1 by 2 होगा. I'm
Maybe
guessing
का
not
क्या मतलब है? चलो solve करते
exactly.
हैं.
I'm
चलो
sure.
नहीं, maybe कुछ होता ही नहीं. चलो साथ में solve करते हैं. What is our experiment? बोलिए. Experiment is we are throwing
a die.
Is it? So sample space will
Yes,
have.
sir. Yes, sir.
बताइए sample space क्या आएगा?
1, 2.
Yes, 1, 2, 3.
1, 2.
आप बोलिए,
3,
स्क्रीन पे आ
4,
जाएगा.
5, 6.
Yes, 4, 5, 6, correct. अब बताइए. We are looking for the probability of getting at least 4. Is it? So let's define that event as a A.
Yes, sir.
A equals to getting at least 4. Getting at least 4. अब इसके लिए फेवरेबल आउटकम्स आइडेंटिफाई कीजिए. क्या हो सकते हैं फेवरेबल आउटकम फ्रॉम द सैंपल स्पेस? नाउ ऑब्जर्व, दिस इज इवेंट. सो इवेंट शुड बी द सबसेट ऑफ सैंपल स्पेस. पता है सबको? एटलीस्ट 4. एटलीस्ट 4 का मतलब क्या होगा बेटा? ईशा, you are supposed to continue, beta.
Okay, sir.
Several cases for the A. At least 4. क्या मैं 4 ले सकता हूं? नहीं ले सकता ना बेटा. एटलीस्ट 4 है माने कि कम से कम.
Means we can't take 4,
We
right?
can't take 4. Is it right or not? Wrong.
Wrong?
Huh? We can take 4 na. 4, 5, 6. At least 4. Is it okay?
Okay,
कम
sir.
से कम 4 होना चाहिए. 4 से ज्यादा है तो चलेगा, 4 से कम नहीं चलेगा. Getting this? And as per the definition of our probability of this event A, now my favorable outcome is, number of favorable outcome is 3, total outcome is 6, so value should be 1 by 2, or you can write 3 by 6. Getting this or not?
Yes, sir.
So let me have the solution for you. This should be the solution. Before that, let me erase this. Sorry. ये जाएगा कैसे? Wait. Just a minute, Aisha. So one can observe that probability of getting at least 4 will be 1/2, and probability of getting at most 5. If I'm talking about at most 5, then my sample space related to that particular event, I am labeling that event as a B. The sample space related to that event should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here order doesn't matter. You can write 5, then after 4, then after 2, then after 1. So order doesn't matter over here. The probability related to event B will be, favorable cases will be 5, total cases will be 6, so 5 by 6. So you were correct, beta. Earlier, जिसने भी आंसर दिया था, the answer of first is 1/2 and answer of second is 5 by 6. So let's quickly move for the second example. Yes. An unbiased coin is tossed 3 times. Find the probability of exactly 2 heads. Now we are tossing a coin thrice, and we need to find the probability of getting 2 head, exactly 2 head, not more than 2, not less than 2. And in the screen, I had mentioned the sample space related to that. The sample space, if I'm tossing 3 coins at a time, then if I'm tossing a coin thrice, then sample space will contain triplets like HHH, HTH, HTT, THH, like that. It will be 8 different outcomes. You all know that. And now I need this particular answer for this probability of getting exactly 2 heads. I'm giving you 1 minute quickly. It will be very, very easy for you guys. And then after I will select one of the students. So solve this.
Sir, 3 by 8.
कौन बोला?
Sir,
क्या बात है? Let's wait for the answer of others. Om Parik, are you ready, beta?
Yes, sir.
Yes, please explain, beta. What should be the answer?
There will be 3 by 8 because HT 8 coins. 2 heads means HTH will be favorable, HHT will be favorable, and THH will be favorable.
Yes. Now observe your screen. A sample space is containing 8 different possibilities, 8 different possible outcomes. Is it? And as we had defined event as getting exactly 2 8, then the favorable outcome is HHT, HTH, and THH only. So the number of favorable outcome for this particular event is 3, and total outcome is 8. So final answer should be 3 by 8. Getting this? Good. Now, let me take one more example. This should be our last example for today's session, and we'll end our session over here. But let's go for a last example for the day. A bag contains 30 balls, numbered 1 to 30. We are having 30 balls. Each and every ball is having one of the number from 1 to 30. Now, one ball is drawn randomly. Now, we are supposed to find the probability that the number will be, or the selected board will be, first question, multiple of 5 or 7. And second question, multiple of 3 or 7. A selected ball, what we are doing, we are having 30 balls in a bag. All balls have one of the unique number labeled from 1 to 30. Now we are supposed to choose one ball, only one ball randomly. And
Sir, 1/3?
Wait, let me explain the question for the others. We are supposed to choose one ball randomly, and we are finding a probability that the selected ball is multiple of 5 or 7. या तो 5 का multiple होना चाहिए, या तो 7 का multiple होना चाहिए. That is my first question. And the second question is that ball must be numbered with the multiple of 3 or 7. So once this is our last question, it's okay, it's fine. So take your time. We are having 15 minutes with us. So I'm giving you 3 to 4 minutes. This is not that much easy as first and second question. You need to work on this. You need to write it down. आपको 2-3 मिनट लगेंगे. So try to solve this question, and then I will provide the solution. I'm giving you 3 minutes. Your time starts now.
Sir, answer of first is 1/3.
Answer of
And
first is 1
second
by
is and second is 7/15. Is it right?
Okay, wait for, I will let you know. So hopefully
सर राइट, वो यश जमादा का आंसर शायद राइट है सर. सेकंड वाले में सर हल्का सा
सेकंड वाले में आपको हल्का सा डाउट है, ठीक है. अभी हम
नहीं सर, मुझे सेकंड वाला समझ नहीं आ रहा क्योंकि
Now all of you mute your mic. Let me explain this question. The best way to solve this question, we need to identify we need to identify 2 different events, namely A and B. Let me help you. First of all, I am having 30 different balls. So my sample space will contain 1, 2, 3 up to 30. I'm labeling event A as a probability of getting multiple of 5. From 1 to 30, 5 के multiples वाले ball कितने? We are having 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. All these balls are in the multiple of 5. Okay. So possibility of event A is 6 by 30. But this is not what we are looking for. We are not looking for P of A. This is just the probability of getting a ball with multiple of 5. This is not a question. A question is multiple of 5 or 7. Okay. So wait. Probability of getting ball which is multiple of 5 will be 6 by 30. probability of getting multiple of 7. I'm labeling this particular event as event B. Now from 1 to 30, multiple of 7, the numbers 7, 14, 21, 28, all these 4 numbers are in multiple of 7. So if I just independently look for the event B, then probability of event B will be 4 by 30. Now this probability gives you the probability of getting ball multiple of 5, getting a ball multiple of 7. But what we are looking for? We are looking for 5 or 7. In our state, in our probability portion, whenever it comes with the word or, it associates with union. Or is always associated with union. And if we come to interact with and, A and the and, then that and is related with intersection. So right now, I'm looking for multiple of 5 or 7. So actually, I'm finding probability of A union B. Now simply here, probability of A union B will have the formula P of A plus P of B. So 6 by 30 plus 4 by 30 will give us 10 by 30. And 10 by 30 is nothing else, 1 by 3. So your answer was correct. 1 by 3 for the first part. Now, on the screen, you are having the solution of first question. 5 or 7 का multiple ball है, तो कैसे solve करना है? That is on the screen. Now, can you able to solve the second one? A multiple of 3 or 7? Try.
7 by 15.
Who is interacting with me? Okay, who will help me to solve the next one? Getting a ball multiple of 3 or 7. Now, without explaining, I'm giving you the solution. Observe this. Observe the solution of 3 or 7. And let me know about, is there any difference in the formula or anything else? Go through the solution once and let me know. Are you able to get this or not? Just observe the last formula, P of A union B. Compare that formula with the earlier question. Can you find any difference? If you can, then let me know about that.
Yes, sir.
What is the difference, beta?
सर जो 21 इवेंट है ये इसमें बोथ में अकर हो रहा है तो सर इसमें हमने पी ए इंटरसेक्शन बी से माइनस बी किया सर उसको निकाल दीजिए.
Yes. Why?
सर क्योंकि ये उस पे
both these
मतलब
events are overlapping.
Yes, sir.
Is it?
Okay.
देखिए, I would like to recall one of the formula from your high school. You were habituated to deal with the SAT theory and the formula for the cardinality of A union B. Number of A union B के लिए आप formula क्या use करते थे बेटा? Number of A union B was number of A plus number of B minus number of A intersection B. That was the formula for the cardinality of A union B. Is it? The same formula we are following in probability. That N will be replaced by capital P. Probability of A union B will be probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A intersection B. So I just use that formula here over here. Then the question should be that why I had not used over here. यहाँ पे तो मैंने वो फॉर्मूला यूज नहीं की P of A union B is P of A plus P of B, that's all.
सर यहाँ पे
P of intersection B कहाँ है?
सर वो जीरो है ना?
कौन बोल रहा है? कृणाल. Yes, कृणाल.
सर यहाँ पे P A इंटरसेक्शन B जीरो है तो कुछ माइनस नहीं हो.
वेरी गुड. यहाँ पे भी फॉर्मूला में बेटा वो है ही है, माइनस P of A इंटरसेक्शन B है ही, लेकिन उसकी वैल्यू क्या होगी? जीरो, बिकॉज बोथ दैट इवेंट्स A and B is not overlapping for 1 to 30. आप 1 से 30 देखिए, कोई भी नंबर ऐसा नहीं मिलेगा जो 5 का भी मल्टीपल है, 7 का भी मल्टीपल है. The LCM of 5 and 7 will be 35, which is not included from 1 to 30. So none of the number is overlapping in sample space of event A and sample space of event B. So अगर यहाँ पे मैं वो अगर यहाँ पे मैं वो माइनस ऑफ P ऑफ A इंटरसेक्शन B करूँ भी, तो ये जो टर्म है ना इसकी वैल्यू क्या होगी 0. सो उसको इंक्लूड करने से कोई फायदा नहीं है. But here we need to take care because one of the number is that 21, which is lying in both that. 21 is a part of first event as well as 21 is a part of sample space of second event. So we need to take care for that. Now both these events are actually overlapping events. Both that events are overlapping events. So we need to work on with this particular formula. So by that way you can solve some of the basic examples related to probability. So today, okay, किसी को doubt है इसमें? Is there any doubt from your side? Any of you can kindly unmute your mic and
Yes, sir. Yes, please.
I'm interacting with yes. Who is this?
Hello.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, yes, please.
Okay. सर हम एलिमेंट को ऐड करके फिर प्रोबेबिलिटी निकालेंगे और प्रोबेबिलिटी को ऐड करेंगे, तो दोनों हर केस में सेम होगा.
हाँ बेटा. Yes.
Okay.
I will explain this. Your question. आपके दिमाग में जो question है, that will be solved in next 3-4 examples surely. So wait for that. Any other?
Okay, sir.
Any other question from your side from today's session, please? Okay, all 21 students are here with me. So before ending our today's session, now we all are comfortable with each other, hopefully. Before ending this session, I would like to take my own feedback from your side. Now, this will be the valid question. Do you guys feel comfortable with this teaching style, or you need any change? Then please let me know. I'm always here to modify my teaching style or add some of the new features in that. Please. First of all, this responsibility is for CR. Meghna, convey your feedback, beta.
No, sir, the teaching style is good.
Okay, any other? You may reply in the chat box also. Perfect, sir. No,
It's cool, sir.
It's cool. Okay, who is saying cool? Yes. Yes, sir, I'm comfortable with you. Sivam is saying it's good, sir. No need to change. Hitesh is saying perfect, sir. So it's great. Divya. Supal is saying no change. Okay. So hopefully I'm taking it positively and we'll meet you once again in this week. Till then, stay safe.
Sir.
Yes, beta, please.